What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Starts with a jump in. All right. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Gets the jump in. All right, what's coming? KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Combo with the target combo. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Does a good job of pushing back. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Blocks it. Burnout activates. How will they utilize this? Player one will look to apply pressure here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? What'll happen here? KO. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. That was a solid anti-air. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. All right. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Oh! Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Sticks the combo. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. The damage KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From up above, shoots off a fireball up close. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Now you know history.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Overdrive checkmate. Sticks the jump in. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Still slugging it out here. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Player one is maintaining what a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Drumming up a beatdown. Box him with a target combo. A quick breather. They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. Uses the target combo as a filler. Why y'all put that away? Scrap springs forward with the drive rush. Are we gonna see a comeback? Burnout activates. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Close range projectile. Pokes with a kick. Doing some quick planning? What are they gonna read the jump in perfectly? What a finish! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time to get down to business. The first round starts next. The jump-in is denied. Decides to go in with the target counter. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Players tagging on a super art here to turn up the heat. Will that super be the turning point? Okay, creating some space here. Nails the anti-air. Combo with the target combo. Oh, talk about overextending. All right, what's coming up next? Player two chases them down. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Sees him to pay. Oh. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Denies the jump in. Throws him. What's next? Jumps in. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. What'll happen here? Goes with a safe, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Marisa delivering the goddess of the hunt. Heavy damage incoming.
Now you know history.
Feeling a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. There's a burnout. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to strong critical? What's gonna happen? Flatlines up. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Super armor, cold and calculated. Anti-air drops. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Looking for a chance. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Let it burn out, but they may have a plan here. Oh, the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. They push their way out of the corner. In with the phalanx. Okay, here we go. The jump in, drive impact misses. Connects with the throw. Sets up with the jump in. A reel blocks the low kick. What's next? Jump. What'll be the plan here? Bends it on the fireball. Player two delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round one.
They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Still very early in the rounds. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Decides to go in with the target combo. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? All right, what's coming up next? Nails the anti-air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Knockdown and neither fighter can use their drive move. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled jackknife maximum cuts clean through them. Boots them. Medium kick hits. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Drive rush to keep it going. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could all the throw connects. Crowns them from above. What'll happen if the throw is denied? Hits them with a stopping block. Turning it right up with the super. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player two faced a giant is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Parries the attack. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Both sides looking for an opening. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Holds out with a block. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. Fires off in overdrive. Hold your breath. They can't squander this punish counter. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. A little too greedy there. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps and hits them with a stop and bop. Puts the super armor to good use. And fold. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Going in, experiencing burnout. They must have a game plan here with a critical smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Throws them to negate the block. That was a solid anti-air. There's a corner switch. Gets the counter. All right, still slugging it out here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Grabs him, takes him, springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the, just goes for it at this range. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Both fighters planning some and fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Gotta be careful on super arm. Sunrise Festa. Can they rise a beat to the end? Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Backs them into the close. Excellent block! Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps up. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Amazing! Player 1 is solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. What a drive rush! Sees the overhead coming. Drops it hard. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Drive impact misses. There's a burnout. Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their zone. What are they gonna do? Those moves are made in Italy. They're just gonna go for it with the super. What were they thinking? Player 2 can't, no hesitation or regret.
Hit them with that SF dummy! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it!
Are you serious? That comeback was unreal! We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn minds there! Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one!
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Fight with all your heart.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Perfect air to air. Ooh, will they hit? Whiff? Or even charge in? Tricky territory here. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player two chases them down. Holds out with the block. Very solid corner switch. No more drive gauge. Just out of range for that throw. Life lead opens up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Get some. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw? Player two will look to apply pressure here. A parry? Oh, feint? Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Still slugging it out at this range. Smart play with the throw. Clean parry. Jumps in, grabs and throws him away. Going drive rush to keep it going. Player one has the chance to win the round if they can uses their drive gauge. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. One chance here may end this match. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Doesn't tech the throw. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps up. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Definitely shuts out the jumping. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. They gotta escape from the corner before the big trouble here. The stun is gonna leave them defenseless. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. They saw a path and they took it. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Rips the slasher out. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Springs forward with a drive rush. A quick breather. Drive rush to keep it going. Player two will look to apply pressure. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Pokes with a medium kick. Showing some real tenacity. Knockdown and manages to block the jump burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The rapid fire fist sends him up. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. This is gonna hurt. This is going to hurt. Dangerous range here. The jump in is denied. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, kick drive rush. But brings down the waning moon on him. They've got about half life left. Oh, he drops them hard. They are not getting, there's a burnout. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art.
Fires off in it!
Sets up with the jump in. Are you kidding me?
Player
Marisa
one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
The first round begins.
This is gonna hurt.
Fires off in overdrive.
How's this?
Player one chases them down. There's a corner switch. Decides to go in with the target combo. Still slugging it out here. Just out of range for that throw. This is a real back and forth match proceeding. They definitely know what the other is capable of. All right, picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake.
Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Can't tech the throw. Big counter.
Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away.
Drive rush to keep it going.
Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out.
Springs forward with the drive rush.
Burnout activates. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going.
Got him up against the wall and the stun is there.
Looking to impress with this super.
The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill.
There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Now you know history.
Player one brings it home.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Goes to the overdrive. Throws him. What's next? Ooh, will they hit? Whiff? Or even charge in? Tricky territory here. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Decides to go in with the target combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Big counter.
Pushing through with the Gladius.
Player two can't use any more drive without burning out. Both fighters takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Up tap to close it. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overdrive jackknife.
Throws them to negate the block.
Player two sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. They return. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Player one will have to deal with using the gauge for a super arm. Is this gonna kill? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars.
Now you know history.
Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Are these two gonna fight forever?
The super armor does its job. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. The impact gets blocked. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Takes a trip. This is a huge chance to make a TKO.
Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Left off a projectile to waste time.
Puts the super armor to good use. Air slasher.
Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in,
Barely blocks the jump in. They're experiencing burnout. Overdrive jackknife. What'll happen? Just goes for it at this range. Ooh, what a smart throw.
looks like springs forward with the drive rush.
A real test of tries to act quickly but with the attack. Will the super art do anything? The super doesn't hit. What a finish! Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Overdrive jackknife.
Takes them all the way to the corner with that. The combo's there. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Holds out with the block. This stun might mean the end of this round. Life lead opens up. Good brings out the super art. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Spending that drive gauge. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Going in? Barely blocks the jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Checks with a medium. Not much life difference. Risky up-close scrap still going. This is gonna be bad news. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the... Uses the gauge for a super arm. Will this be enough to kill?
Wake up! Hanging by a thread! Just needs one final push! Somehow manages to block the jump. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Brushes that off and keeps going. Maximum strike! Nails it! Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Jump! Reads the jump in perfectly. Dangerous range uses their drive gauge. Drive rush connects with the throw. What now? Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Gets the side switch. Doesn't take the throw. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Blocks the low heavy. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. That was a solid anti-air. Definitely saw that counter coming. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump in is denied. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Takes a trip.
Rips the slasher out.
Checks him with the projectile. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hits them with a stop and pop. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Medium kick. Takes the opponent, drive rush to keep it going. Going in? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive lead. In there! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jumping. Saw that coming. The match just started. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Connects with the throw. What's next? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? In with the cross. What now?
plenty of health. Will this super art do anything? Sunrise Festival! Can they nail the beat? This might be a pivotal super art. Changes the pace forward rush. Are they going to be willing to risk it for the overdrive? Drive rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They got burned out, but they may have a plan here. Flatline zone. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Overdrive check. Air slasher.
The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Takes the chance to hurt him. The super armor does its job. Sticks the combo. Player 2 chases them down. This is the perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Surprises them with a drive rush. Checks them with a projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Perfect parry. Grabs and throws him away. Shuts that down with a parry. Not much life difference. Both up uses the gauge for a super arm. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Now you know history.
They just made that very tricky combo look easy.
That's how you know they're on another level. Blocks it. Pumps nothing but air. Fights out of the corner. Tactics. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation?
They decide to take a breather to regroup.
Experiencing burnout. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Comes for them with a phallic. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Throws him. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. That feeling out phase is over. Time to, ooh, what a smart throw. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. The Gladius pries them open. Nets the counter. Knocks them out of the air. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Who will set the bait at this range? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Slim burnout, but they may have a plan here. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Pokes with a kick. Crowns him from a what a finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Blanca. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Fight with all your heart.
Showtime! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Blocks the jump in.
Goes for the throw.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes a trip. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The jump in catches them. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Does a good job of pushing back. Holds out with experiencing burnout. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 has the life advantage. The throw missed. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something? Both fighters have a full super meter burnout. It's a flawless round. They got him so quick. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Oh, whiffs the grab. Trips him up. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws him to negate the block. All right, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of... They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean. Hawk saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. Jumps in. Or hold your breath.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Jumps. Goes for the jump in. What'll happen here? Going wild with Shout of Earth. Player 1 can't use any drive moves with burnout.
Expect the tempo of the magic to change.
Knockdown and risky up close. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jump! Life lead is reads the jump in perfectly. They're stunned. All they need to do is get enough in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Trouble from up top. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Rodrigo. Still and fold.
Nasty blow to the back of the head. Both sides getting ready.
Player 2 can't use drive anymore. What's next? This can lead to some big damage. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Now you know.
Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Drops them. Player 1 is in a very good flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. And fold.
Nasty blow to the back of the head.
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they're still in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Brings out a bomb. It's cute and makes people unhinged. Good job escaping that dangerous burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. jumps in, gets the throw, and continues on the offensive. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. How will they utilize this? That combo did decent damage. A real test of nerves here.
No! Critical art now? In there!
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fist do the talking? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Burnout is triggered. Big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. Player 2 capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in catches them. Who's going to start things off? Brushes that off and keeps going. This is going to be bad news. Doesn't going wild with Shout of Earth. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This can lead to some big damage. They're going for the super art. They exchange blows. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Beast mode activated and now they're ready to party. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Denies the jump in attempt.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Charges forward. Player 1 chases them down. The super armor does its job. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. What are they thinking here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up.
Shout of Earth, cranking it up.
Neither fighter can use their drive move. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Backstep rolling attack? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Allows them to negate the block. Player 2 is going to... burnout activates. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Big opportunity now in this corner. Jumps up. Side switch in the corner. Both fighters planning something? Going on the offensive? Risky up-close scrap still going. Oh my god, they just choked it up!
The Gladius Price! Plus perfect parry under pressure!
Amazing! They back down. This can lead to some big damage. Oh my god, what this is gonna kill! No doubt about it! Flatline zone!
That was Tchatchaman as you're gonna get in a fight!
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh, talk about overextending. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 1 with the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult. This is a huge chance to make a feel it. Player 2 can't afford to perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above, who's going to start things off? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Player 2 can't use any drive, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge.
Just goes for it at this range.
Scrapping it out up close. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is
gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out.
Marisa
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that.